Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So I want to come on here and talk about something that might be a little hard to digest this is difficult to say because it's like, how do you say this without feeling like you may be being insensitive, but it's not me being insensitive because I've been down this road before. But it's hard to say this, but let me just jump into it. If you are currently having trouble, you're unemployed and you're having trouble finding a job. And I say this is difficult to say because if you're unemployed and you're having problems finding a job, you are more than likely in debt. You got a bunch of bills. You're panicking. You're feeling frantic. You're feeling upset. You're feeling angry, feeling sad. Like, there's so many emotions that you are probably experiencing. Feeling despair, pessimistic, like all of those things. And trust me, I understand, and I've been there before. And so what I'm saying is difficult to say because this does not seem like it's definitely not gonna feel like it's the best option, but I can tell you that it more than likely is one of your best options. If you are trying to find work and you're having a really hard time. I mean, this is if you've been out of work maybe about 6 months or more. I would say this is probably going to be your best option. What I think you should do? I think you should possibly consider volunteer work. I know. Why the hell would you volunteer to do work for free when you got bills? This is where I'm going with this. If you sign up for volunteer work in some area or field of something that you're interested in, you might be possibly interested in, or not, you may not even have to be really interested in this type of work. The reason why you want to do this volunteer work is because it opens you up to a network of people face to face. And by opening you up to a network of people face to face, this is what happens when you're doing volunteer work. You're meeting new people. People are getting to know your personality. They're getting to also know your work ethic. They're getting to know whether or not you're a trustworthy person, if you show up on time, if you're a hard worker. That's the angle with this. And on top of, like I said, you're making connections with other people. And I believe this could be one of your best options. Reason why is because right now what I'm noticing, I'm seeing and I'm hearing a lot of that putting in applications online are like just throwing your application down a black hole with no bottom to it. Woo. Ah! Woo. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Woo. So that's what I'm seeing with that. And what I'm hearing a lot more of is that people are getting jobs based upon who they know. Like, they have a friend that works at the company, a friend of a friend, or a family member who has a friend, and that's how they're getting jobs. So if you are currently having a really hard time, you're sending applications, you're even going to different places and trying to meet people in person. And nowadays, if you go meet in person, they'll say, oh, well, go online and put in your application. So I know a lot of people are having a hard time with this. And it's like this never ending cycle. You're just putting in applications, you're hearing nothing. You're putting in applications, you're hearing nothing. You're putting in applications, you're hearing nothing. I suggest the volunteer work route because that opens you up to a community of people that you may not have contact with prior. And if you already got some volunteer services or something like that you're doing, and those people ain't helping you get a job, I would say you need to pick up some other volunteer service, at least temporarily, so you can open up your network of people. And from there, you're presented with more possibilities of finding a job via word of mouth type of thing. So hopefully that was helpful. I know it's really hard to say, because when you got bills that are due, and even with this volunteer work, there may be some problem with you being able to get there, because you just don't have the gas money to get there, so even that, I know that's difficult. If maybe you can make a connection with people, and someone might possibly, maybe every other volunteer opportunity that comes up, someone will come and pick you up. You can have a meeting place or something. You can ride with them. And a lot of times you just basically tell people, hey, like, I'm out of work right now. I just want to spend some time on networking with people. I just don't want to sit in the house anymore. And I'd like to do something that's meaningful while I sit at home and wait for work. People respect that. And I think you will find that people will be more apt and more happy to assist you and help you in, trying to possibly find work. So it's just an idea. It's not a fix all to every problem, but it's an idea. And so I hope that's helpful. Let me know what you think about this suggestion, if you have actually tried this yourself. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.